lucky to discover so many things that I wanted to do and I wanted to accomplish, and I set up myself to follow my dreams and to do it.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the new episode of Ecom 365. I'm co-founder and CEO of ShopAgain.io. For this episode, I have a new guest with me, Cristiane Santos. Chris, she's a single mom, a blogger, an online store owner, writer, styling coach, and health and wellness coach. That's a lot. So we will get more into how Chris is managing so many things together. But tell us first, Chris, how are you doing today?
I'm great, thank you. Thank you for having me. It's good. We just like I just started my day, 6 a.m. here. It's been great already starting to have this opportunity to speak to you.
Happy to have you on our episode, Chris. Tell us a little bit about how your professional journey started. How did you fall into doing so many things? This is just amazing.
Well, I think I have several passions, and I think the reason I do so many things, I'm the only child, so I believed I had a lot going on, playing by myself, a lot of imagination, and also very lucky to discover so many things that I wanted to do and I wanted to accomplish, and I set up myself to follow my dreams and to do it. Not always easy, but I always loved languages, so I pursued that. Modeling, fashion was my very first passion. I moved away from that, traveled the world, finished my language, my university, my bachelor in translation education, and then my master's in linguistics. And now I'm back to fashion. In between that, I had other business that I tried, but wasn't my real passion. The most important thing is to see what you like and what your passion really is. And I am back in fashion. That was my very first passion. And that's in my heart. I have to say languages also, whatever you really love and passionate about, I always say, just go after it. And you won't know until you try different things and find out, oh, this is not really it, but this is what it happened to me a lot. So that's important.
Thanks for sharing that, Chris. Thanks for sharing that, Chris. So what was the first profession that you started with?
To be honest, 4 years old, I was catwalking. And I think that's when I fell in love for fashion. And then I just pursued that for so many years. But I was modeling and like I did all different things until a few years ago, like maybe 6 years ago, I picked up the camera and then I started taking pictures. And I found, wow, I love this. And it's always that can let me be creative. And picking up the camera, and I thought, oh my God, I'm gonna do landscape. I'm not gonna do fashion. The fashion market is like so crowded. But then someone asked me to take pictures and put in their clothes, and I'm like, oh, then it was fashion again. And I did, and I'm like, oh my God, I really love this fashion. It's not, I love landscapes, great, but it's fashion, so I'm doing fashion. And then I went to do fashion, and then brands start calling. I worked a little bit as an influencer, and the opportunity came to me to have my own online store. And I said, well, I'm doing this for these brands. I want to do it for myself. I want this online. I love that. I fell in love. I took over that online store, and now I take pictures for my online store. I do also support other brands, but at this point, I am really focusing on my business, on my online store, and I am working really hard towards it and to make it known. Having an online store is not as simple as it sounds or look. A lot of people, I get frustrated with when I see people advertisements saying, starting online store is so easy, you just start like this. pick up this, start this website, and then no, it's not. There's a lot of work. Just being on the internet, just being online, you're not visible. And then there's a lot that you got to learn. Because I was doing a little bit of influencer work, I knew and I learned during that period. And I'm using some of the things I learned. And also a blog. I was already a blogger. So I know quite a lot about how to start but it's not easy. Not because I know it's easy. There is a lot of work that you need to be done. That is Google, that is SEO. Then you need people. You can't do by yourself. Influencer marketing is great if you know how to do it. It's also not straightforward. So there's a lot of things. I have a blog called photosbychris.com.au. And I started a blog academy to give, there are a few things there that people who want to be bloggers, they can go and have a look to help, because nobody gives to you. Nobody really pick up your hand and take you through the journey. You got to find out. And it's a stumble. I stumbled and, I'm still learning. You never stop learning. But it's probably easier if you can get a little bit of help from someone. And if it is a real passion, you will push you and you will continue. Another thing is not giving up.
Absolutely. You made a lot of great points, Chris. 100% agree with you. Building an online business, online store is no easy feat by any means. And if somebody is telling you it's super easy, they are probably trying to sell you either a mentorship or coach or some kind of a course. And then they're promising you, I'm going to do it for you, just pay me. But like any other business, it involves a lot of things. As you said, it's about understanding which products you want to go after, how to sell, the marketing part of it, the managing inventory, all of it. It's a lot of work, no doubt about that. What was your biggest challenge so far in running your online store?
It is finding the right people to work with me. Unfortunately, I have tried people like I can do Facebook ads, Instagram ads, but they are so difficult. It's not as simple as you put it out there and everyone is good. No, there is a lot behind, and there is investment. And then you try people who tell they're very good, and then you get no results. That's the challenge. Find the right people. Once you get the right group behind you, you can let it go a little bit because you trust. And to find the right people, it is very difficult. You will come across people who are not fit for your brand or for your business. It is a journey. Don't think that you're starting today, tomorrow you're gonna sell millions. It's not how it works. And that is, like I said, find the right influencers. Find influencers who can actually sell. Find the right people who can actually make these ads turn into sales. These things are really difficult. All you have to do is keep trying, and until the right people come to you. I still have, every day I have challenges. It's not, every day. So I've come up with different techniques and different ways to try to find the right people, now I have an affiliate program for Luna Blue Girl. My online store is called Luna Blue Girl. And that affiliate, I invite anyone in the world to join. I will check the Instagram. I will give you the instructions on how we work. It's easy, simple, help you, and we'll give you exposure as well on our site, but it's not for everyone. My store has got a profile, and we need to follow that to, the right influencers, not just everyone, the right. So what I do is, if you want to apply, it's easy. It's on my Instagram, and I will check your Instagram before I accept you, and then you apply, you affiliate, and then I accept, and then I will teach you how we want to work together. So, but it's open. Anyone who wants to join us, just let me send a DM, and we'll all check how to join, and send a DM as well. So have a look before I approve, and we can go from there. Yeah. So every day I'm coming up with new ideas on how I am going to do this and how I wanted this to be done.
Absolutely. That's a great point, Chris. First, finding people who can deliver on what they promise, that's always a challenge, because you see so many of people out there claiming to be experts, but you end up investing your resources and time with them, and don't really get the results they were kind of promising. So uh, I've seen that happening several times over. Totally agree with you. And also, as you were an influencer yourself, you understand the things that go behind the influencer marketing, and the biggest challenge people face with influencer marketing is first finding the right influencers to work with, right? And for when they find the right influencers, next, now they like the influencers, they have to get the influencers to like them too. That's next challenge they face. So you've been in that world, so you really crafted a very well matured strategy for yourself to work with influencers. That's very I believe that's very helpful for our audience.
Yeah. And don't you think that it's easy to get influencers? It's not. It's becoming harder and harder as time goes, because everyone now can be, but I have seen so many strategies that brands have come up with, and influencers have sort of think, oh, this is, don't forget there is scams as well, and people get burnt out in that. A lot of people think, for example, that Luna Blue Girl is not even real. Well, it is, because some brands have, I actually happened to myself, bought things online and never arrived. And I contact and I never heard from them again. So these people can cause so much damage to the real people. And so influencers are like, are you real? They're quite cautious, and they're picking as well. Before, probably easier to get influencers. Now is not so easy. So get the right people, talk, get engaged, get to know if that's what you want for your brand. Look at, I actually just put an ad and I said, look, I'm looking for influencers. I don't really care about how many followers you have. I care about your content. Show me your content and we go forward. If fits Luna Blue Girl, which is a beautiful boho free spirit, it's for everyone, beautiful, like anyone who can bring something good to the world. That's what I want. That's what I want. And that's what I'm after. So yeah, there are strategies, and find the right people and connect and get them to join you. It's not easy, but it's hard work. I actually was talking to this girl. She has a brand, and she's like, I have a few influencers. I had to do 250 DMs a day to get a couple. So yeah, that can be that hard. It can be that hard. So yeah, but keep going, and just, you find the right people will come to you for your brand, for what you want, whatever it is they want.
Absolutely. Now that brings an interesting question in my mind, Chris. So you mentioned there are a couple of ways you do acquisition for your brand. You paid ads, SEO, influencer marketing as well. So do you mind sharing, what percentage of your overall revenue comes from these different channels? Which channel you most rely on for your growth?
I do a lot of social media myself. Photos by Chris, it was the first account. Then it became Photos by Chris Design, which is when I was putting the pictures on clothes. And then I just developed that, and we started the business and use Photos by Chris because I got a big following there. I do a lot of that, but Luna Blue Girl, it's quite new. Every day I'm posting on the Instagram, and I find when I don't, I see less people buying. And when I do get active, I'm not even talking about Instagram ads, because I don't do a lot of that until I find the right way to do it. I'm still doing, and I don't see the result that I want to see it. I paid big companies to do it, and I did not get the result that I wanted. So I am trying to do as much as I can myself, because at least if I don't do it right, at least I can blame myself. And I don't have to put so much money like I have, into other companies they tell. Look, one thing with I have a lot of traffic. So one thing I find with companies is they say, I can do your ads and look, we have traffic, but already had traffic. It's great. But, if you don't put the right words there, you're going to bring a whole lot of people who are not looking for what I am selling. We need to have a good understanding of this. So I do a lot of myself, and I do a lot of, now I'm very good Instagram every day. I'm Luna Blue Girl. And yeah, and I think just keep posting, and now I'm after more influencers. I'm not ever going to stop. I'm going to always keep growing, and that's until I get, not even when you get, you keep still going and changing. It's never, it's where you are now, it's good, just stay here. I don't think it works like that in business. Everything changed. Instagram, influencers, marketing, everything changed, and changes so fast. You catch up and you try to catch up. So yeah, what I do, it's post. I have a blog myself and go after the influencers. At the moment, I'm not paying any company to do my marketing. I'm doing it myself. I'm trying to break this code and get these pieces together as much as I can until the right people come to me. When there are people come to me, I'm a little bit of we call like a helicopter, like, do you know helicopter mom who is on top of everything? I'm like that with my business. I do it most myself because I haven't found the right people where I can let it go. When I do, I will let it go a little bit. And but I need the trust. I need to see, yes, you're the person. So until then, yeah, still working and finding the right people every day.
Absolutely. Thanks for sharing that with us, Chris. And I really wish you, great partners to collaborate with and to build your brand and to grow your brand. Thank you for joining us. This episode was sponsored by ShopAgain.io, an AI-powered customer retention platform for e-commerce. Thank you.